Thank you very much, Ms. Ruby Macapagal. Now for our first speaker, Round 8 of the 12 seats for Senators last 2007 national elections. Our first guest speaker today is just turning 38 years old this October, and he is already a member of the Philippine Senate. On his first day on the job, he is already the chairman of two of the most important committees in the legislative body. The Blue Ribbon Committee, or what they now refer to as the BRU, Accountability of Public Officers and Investigation, Sweeper of the Dust in the Senate, not under the carpet, I hope, and the Education, Arts, and Culture Committee, both positions highly aspired by his more senior colleagues. His other committee memberships in the Senate are equally as important and as tasking. He is part of the Commission on Appointments, Chairman of the Subcommittee on Constitutional Commissions, and Vice Chairman of the Committee on Rules. If you will try to watch one of their sessions in the Senate, you would observe that he is the busiest head in the hall, going to and fro like a little Senate President, because that's his job too, as the Assistant Majority Floor Leader. He has been a member of the Philippine Bar since 1998, and he got his Juris Doctor from the Ateneo School of Law in 1997 and graduated with honors. His pre-law degree he got from University of the Philippines in Diliman, and his formation years, primary and secondary levels in the LaSalle Zobel. Take a good look at our speaker and you will see what will happen to you if you will mix UP, LaSalle, and Ateneo. Having been fed with politics for breakfast, he has been active as soon as he had access to an elected position. He was USD Councilor in UP Diliman, Chairman of the NCR chapter of the National Movement of Young Legislators, elected #1 councilor in the municipality of Taguig in 1992. Mind you, he was already in government service before he would even exit the university. And during that time, he was one of the youngest councilors in the Philippines. Then he became vice mayor in 1995 and congressman or elected representative of the Lone District of Taguig-Pateros from 1998 to 2007. He was part of the 11th, 12th, and 13th Congresses in the lower house, and now the 14th Congress in the upper house. This restless and tireless leader was also simultaneously a member of the Judicial and Bar Council, the Board of Regents of the Technological University of the Philippines, and Board of Regents of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines in 2001 to 2003. Even love story for a dear senator should be politically related. He is now married to the current Congresswoman Maria Laorny Lopez Cayetano. I bet, even if you haven't heard him talk yet, you already have a lot of questions in your mind for our speaker. Fellow UP Manila students, ano ngayon kung batang politiko ka, kung si Senator Alan Cayetano ka naman?
Good afternoon and thank you very much for that introduction. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Doon sa inyo, relax. Well, una thank you for this opportunity and praise God for the opportunity to come back to the university in this capacity. Siyempre, gusto kong batiin through your Lady Chancellor, Maria Baybay, VP Sigma Altanu, sa series of activities nyo, and of course your history of leadership, Bernadette, sa inyong mga alumni na dito. Of course, the Imperial team, Team Imperial, Professor Altayani, Professor Ingal, sa USC Chair, John Robert Go, sa lahat ng mga students dito. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. No? Actually, kahapon ko lang nakita yung topic, pero na-intrigue ako dun sa main topic nyo na batang politiko ka, ano ngayon, or something like that. And I thought it was applicable to all of us. But when I saw the letter, it basically asked me to speak about myself, my plans, my programs. So with the permission of the new ones, I'll oblige you sa first part. I'll speak a little bit about how I got started sa politics. But the second part, instead of talking about what I can do in the Senate, etc., Hindi naman ako nangangampanya dahil hindi naman ako qualified tumakbo sa 2010. Ang re-election ko is 2013 pa. So, whether boboto nyo ako o hindi, wala namang kayong choice. I'll be the Senate. I got with it till 2013, no? So that we can have, I'll try to delay my next appointment and wait for Mike because magkasabay kami ni Mike sa UP Diliman naman. May exciting times din kami noon sa student council. So it'd be nice chat, compare notes, and siguro alam niyo naman lahat na we're on opposite sides of the political spectrum sa ating bansa, but we're really good friends. In fact, pumalo ko yung kanyang kapatid. No? So, having said that, no, let me follow yung format. When and how did you start in politics? Formally, in 1992, running for councilor in Taguig, but really, kino-consider ko talagang start when I ran for the University Student Council in 1990 sa UP Diliman. Actually, I'm from UP LB, but ang course ko, Agricultural Economics, nung nagsimula ng Sciences, lahat ng classmates ko na-identify nila kung ano yung mga cells sa ilalim ng microscope. Ako, nakikita ko lang sa ilalim ng microscope sa black line. So sabi ko sa mga classmates ko, sila atas microscope ko, hiramin ko yung sa katabi ko, yung pa rin nakikita ko. Until binatukan ako ng isa, sinabi ko, mata mo yan eh. So, ito rin figure it out, at hindi ko naman alam yung technology ngayon, nasa computer mo natitignan yung microscope. So, I decided to shift and go to Poli-Sci, HRA muna, and Poli-Sci sa UP Diliman. And, you know, the Lord works in strange ways, and I was just sitting down in front of Kasaa after lunch or preparing for lunch when my classmate, and now he's a professor sa UP, Upscan siya, said na namimilipit siya dahil pinipilit daw siya tumakbo for USC Councilor. And then sabi, naghanap ng karamay, ba't hindi ka rin tumakbo? And thought about it for a while, like the idea, like anyone else, halo excitement, but halo din na may takot or whatever, no? And why do I consider that as a time na nag-umpisa sa politika? Because I was really born in a political family. Although my grandparents, very humble beginnings, my grandmother was a mechanic and my grandmother was a public school teacher until the day she retired. Yung dad ko was assemblyman when I was in first year high school and then was an opposition leader when President Aquino took over. No? Pero like any other elementary or high school student, ang pagkaintindi ko sa politics is less of service and more of power. Kasi ito na nakikita mo di ba? Except kung talagang isasama ka, may immersion project or whatever kind of project na nasasama ka ng parents mo. Pero usually naman, parents are very productive. Hindi ka naman sasama sa poor areas or sa med mission na mas delikado, usually sa sanitized areas, etc. No? So that's why I consider my start really to be in UP Diliman because through the student council, unang-una, it's difficult no, to bring yourself down not only to the level but below the level of your peers and colleagues and friends, really asking for their votes, di ba? Talaga yung mga nakaupo sa steps, yung mga sa tambayan, mga fraternity na hindi mo pinapansin dati, sorority, lalapitan mo, kakabayan mo. Hindi naman first time, pero one of the few times na pumasok ko sa library para kamayan silang lahat. At paglabas ko, sabi ng campaign manager, ba't mo kinamayan? Yung mga sa library, hindi mo bumuboto yung mga yan. Dahil nag-aaral lang. So it's a humbling experience. But through the experience of the campaign, and I just wanted to use that as an intro, that campaigns are very important because this is the time na ang kandidato ang lumalapit sa inyo. Okay? I'd like to emphasize that because in the letter of the Nuan, sinabi na nila, hindi na nila hihintayin ng 2010 or yung election fever para masimulan pag-usapan ng 2010 leadership, our future, and the candidates. So ngayon pa lang, tanggapin na natin, campaign period na for the presidency in 2010. And tanggapin natin na pag-campaign period, dito ang period na kayo ang nasusunod. Tao ang nasusunod. Kasi sa ating bansa, once na elected na, depende sa tao yun. Meron maluli pa rin napitan, meron ibang patay-malisya na lang ang turing sa lahat. So, I would say for our youth of today, this is such an important election in 2010 that it will really determine where the country will be going.